Alright, how's it going, everybody? We are back. We're going to do some exercising. Again, all we need is a couple of things. Some dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, grab some cans of soup, put both of them in a strong bag, and then just do it one-sided at a time, but it'll be heavier, a little bit better for challenging our muscles. It's difficult to challenge our muscles when we don't have access to heavier weights that we might need. This might be perfect. This might be all you need. So don't let me get ahead of myself with saying that. But if it feels a little bit light for you, then what we need to do is work them to a point of fatigue and muscle failure. Okay, so that's what we're going to try to do. All right, and the other thing that we need is a chair. All right, you might not need to use the chair today. That's okay if you do or don't. Depends on what version of the first exercise you do, but we'll get into that in a second. All right, so we'll put these here for a second. I'll show you the lineup for today. If you're doing the program, you should have access to this written already, but for those of you that may have skipped it, I don't know if I have a little bonus question at the bottom here. So I'm curious, when you write your twos, like the number 2, what do? Which way? You probably can't even read that. You do that with the little circle or the regular one? I don't know. Let me know. Knowledge is power. Alright, so before we get started with the exercise, make sure you're all warmed up. So do a little bit of cardio, 5 minutes or so of that, and get into some active stretching, and then meet us back, okay? So pause it and do that, and we'll come back, we'll get started with some exercises, okay? And while you're doing that, I'll tape this up. This is for my reference. I have the memory of an elephant. I was just looking at a picture of one, so that's why I'm thinking of it. Alright, just kidding. The first exercise we're doing today is the squat. Squat, I think I wrote squat. You could do the sit to stand if that's what you're doing. I introduced, not too long ago, the single leg version, or eccentric version I should say, where you stand up with 2, and then down with 1, okay? Up with 2, down with 1. Oh, I'm a little wobbly there. So do as many of those as you can, and then pause the video and pause the video and then do as many of those, and then we'll be right back. Alright, next we're going to do a row, bent over row, crank. So I think we've been doing more of the kickback last time. Let's get back into that row. This is one to really drill. Do this every week, because we want our muscles to pull us back like this, okay? These muscles in the back of us, see how I'm standing like this? When we're doing these rows and things like that, there's more exercises than that, but when we're doing that, it's working those muscles that help keep us upright, and that's what we want, to stay nice and tall. Alrighty? So squeeze your shoulder blade together and pull up. Looking good. So as always, start on your weaker side, do as many as you can there, then try to do about as many as you did on the weaker side on your stronger side. Keep it a little bit balanced. So pause the video and then do that, and we'll be back for the next one. I'm so sorry to do this. It may have looked like a typo, but it wasn't. We're going to go right back into doing the squats again, okay? So your legs might be a little fatigued from the first time. You might do a little bit less, but that's okay. Alright? If you want to do a different version, that's fine. We're working the same muscles. Alrighty? So again with the squat, first motion, stick your butt out, drop down, alright, till you're about 90 degrees. I don't want to sit on that handle. And then come back up. Alright? Sorry that you're doing it again, but really, like I said, we need to fatigue these muscles to promote a change within them. And ready, set, go. Action. Alright, so nextly we're going to go into a dumbbell fly. So last time we did the press, the dumbbell press on the ground. The difference between that and the fly, instead of coming, let me know if they can see me. This guy. Alright, so press. Today we're going to do a fly. So we're going to open up. Don't straighten your arm out all the way. You want to keep just a little bit of slack because you want your arms involved a little bit too. You're going to drop. Feel it in your chest muscle. Squeeze your chest muscle and pull it up with your chest muscle. Okay, it'll look like this. Can you see me? All right, ready? Alright, do as many of those as you can. If that bothered you, like maybe in here, do the press instead. You'll be okay. Alright? So pause it, get going, we'll be right back. Alright, excellent. Don't put those weights down yet. If you did, pick them up. We're going to do, it was written alternating shoulder check. The check just is, it's code for flexion. So we're going to do shoulder flexion. That's just like a straight arm raise, okay? So my thumbs are up. Stand up nice and tall, shoulder blades back and together. That seems to be the theme, right? Chin back, retracted. Then we're going to lift up. When we lift up like that, think about putting your shoulder blades down into your back pocket. Alright? And here we go. Now, if your weights are too heavy to do that, try it with just one weight with both arms. Or if your weights are too light, put them in a bag and do that like that, okay? So a couple more to go. Pause it, get going. Be right back. I'll come back whenever you say action, okay? Action. Oh, okay. So I wrote bicycle. It's not going to be like a full bicycle maybe you've seen in the past, but this one's a core exercise. You're going to lay on your back. And you know how we did that heel tap last time where you lift your heel up off the ground? So it's going to be kind of like that. Put your hands behind your head and don't lift your head up off the ground, but just kind of, you know, pretend that you are. And when you do, focus on tightening your belly muscles up, okay? Tightening them as if you're going to get punched in the stomach and you really want to protect your organs, all right? So you don't need the weights. I was going for them, but if you want to just do the heel tap, that's fine. But I'm like this. Coming up just a tad. Oh, I said don't lift your head up, but I am. Yeah, so you might lift your head up a little bit actually. That's okay. Alright, I had to correct myself. So I was lifting my head up. You're probably going to do that too. When you do it, make sure you don't hold it up with your neck. Support it with your hands. That's why our hands are here in the first place. So rest your hands and let your neck relax. Okay? You don't want to feel this in your neck. Alrighty. So notice this one comes up and opposite elbow goes toward it. I guess a bicycle is more like this. I don't even know what I'm talking about today. So this is a bicycle. You could also do that. That's fine. Alright. So, believe it or not, it's Friday afternoon here. Been in all day with some patients. Everybody's doing great. So that's good news, and forgive me for messing up there. Sorry, no excuses. My fault. I even have it written down. I wrote it wrong. Okay, next. Scap Squeezes. This is going to be an easier weight. It's going to be similar to a row, but it's more to practice the motion that we're doing with our scapulas here, okay? It's important for good shoulder health. So you're just going to squeeze your shoulder blades back together and down. Do an isometric contraction. So you're just going to tighten up, hold it, keep breathing, and out. And you could probably do those all day, so I'll let you just try to do 30 if you can. Try to do 30, hold each squeeze for 5 seconds, and then that'll be one time through the program. Pause it and do that, and then we'll wrap up, okay? Or if you want to just wrap up now, that's okay too. This has been a rough one, guys, forgive me, but nice work today. We're all set for the day. Make sure you get a good cool down in, a good stretch, and then I would say have a good weekend because it's Friday here, but I don't know what day it is when you're watching this. Nice work today. We'll see you soon, okay?